let big hello to all my KCD champions. Welcome to Map My Tutor. This is Nimra, your one and only physics faculty. Do you all know that KCD examinations are just in 3 months? Hence, it is very important that you all start working really hard. So, let us take our pen and papers outside because today we are going to discuss KCT 2025 previous year questions. A potential is given at point A minus 3 volts and BT is also given 5 volts. Charge is also given to you. What else you want? Everything is given now. So W will be equal to QVA minus dV. Put your values 5 into 10 to the power minus 3 milli minus 3 minus 5. So your answer will come out to be 0.04 minus 0.04 joules. Correct option is option A. Direct graph from your NCERT. What is the question? Charges are uniformly spread on the surface of a conducting sphere. Okay, the electric field from the center of the sphere to a point outside the sphere varies with the distance I from the center as. It's given here in NCERT. Option A is the correct answer. There's not much explanation required here. Match column 1 and column 2. What they have given? Okay, they have given you degrees and they have given you P. Okay, how you will do? Formula U equal to minus of P dot E minus PE cos theta. Now life is very simple. Put your degrees, get the answer. So A will be 180 degree. So U equal to minus PE cos 180 degree. Cos 180 degrees minus 1. So total answer will be BE. For B, U is minus PE cos 120 degree, which is half. So you will get minus half. So you will get PE by 2. C option is cos 90. Cos 90 is 0. So option 4. So your correct answer will be A is 2, B is 3, C is 4. Option D is correct answer. Very easy. Got it? Read the question. Which of the following statement is not true? Work done to move a charge on an equipotential surface is not 0. Do you guys really think that is correct? No. Work done in an equipotential surface is always 0. Let's see other options also. Equipotential surfaces are the surfaces where the potential is constant. It is correct. Equipotential surfaces for a uniform electric field are parallel and equidistant. Yes. Electric field is always perpendicular to the equipotential surface. Yes. So only option A is wrong. But here that's the answer. Half of the syllabus is, I think, just conceptual based. Just read your NCERT, you will get it. Which of the following is correct statement? Gauss law is true for any open surface? No, it's for closed surface. Gauss law is not applicable when the charge are not symmetrical distributed over a closed surface? No. Gauss law does not hold good for a charge situated outside the Gaussian surface? Okay. Gauss law is true for any closed surface. Option D is correct, guys. We always use a closed surface, closed sphere and closed cylinder, etc. In the following circuit, the terminal velocity is. So what is given to you? Okay. EMF is given to you. That is E is given to you. 2 volts. R is given to you. Internal resistance 0.1. Capital R is also given 3.9. I is not given. So what is the formula we will use? V equal to E minus IR. I is not given. So let's find I first. V by R. So that is nothing but 2 by total resistor 4, which is 1 by 2 or 0.5 amps. Now come back, substitute here. 2 minus 0.5 into 3.9. Which will come out to be roughly 1.6. So your correct answer will be option. Two cells of EMF E1 and E2 are internal resistance R1 and R2. I'll give it to you such that E2 is greater than E1 and R2 is greater than R1. Are connected in parallel as shown. The equivalent EMF is very easy. It's just option A. This graph, do you remember it somewhere? It's directly asking your CET. You need to tell what is X, Y, and Z. So X is my copper. This is my copper. Y is my nichrome. And Z is my semiconductor. So which option is correct? No. No. Option B. X is my copper, Y is my nichrome, Z is my semiconductor. Again, conceptual based question. Given a current carrying wire of a non-uniform cross-sectional area, okay, which of the following is constant throughout the length? Drift speed? No. As we have mentioned, non-uniform cross-sectional area, drift speed will change. Current and drift speed? No. Current is same, but drift speed is different. So not this option, not this. Current only? Yes. Current, electric field and drift? No. So option C is correct. The graph between the variation of resistance of a metal wire keeping the diameter and the parameters of length and temperature is constant. So it is inversely proportional. Hence the option is option C. See, all these questions are so easy. At least in a question, 10, 15 to 20 questions are conceptual based. So let your concepts be very strong. You will score 50% of the marks. Two thin long parallel wires separated by a distance r. Okay, so there are two thin parallel separated by distance r from each other in vacuum carry current I in the opposite directions. Okay, so they are having current I. Then they will, okay, we know they will repel. Correct? So the correct option here will be mu naught I square by 2 pi r. So they will repel each other. See, there's only one difference, r and r square. So the option is 2. Again, direct formula based. A solenoid is given of 1 meter long and 4 centimeter diameter. It has 5 layers. So n is nothing but 5 into 1000. 5000. And I is also given to you. Here we have been asked what is the value of B. What is the formula? By now formula should click. Solenoid formula. B equal to mu naught Ni. What is mu naught value? 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 ma'am. Then 5000. Then 7 ounce. Solve it. You will get the answer as option B. I am now doing the basic calculation. You can do it. Pause the video. Do it. Two similar galvanometers are converted into an ammeter and a milliammeter. Okay. The shunt resistance of the ammeter as compared to the shunt resistance of millimeter is always less. Very practical, experimental based question. Which of the following statement is true in respect to diamagnetic substances? It's from magnetism and matter chapter. They are feebly attracted by magnets? No. Permeability is greater than 1000? No. Susceptibility decreases with temperature? No. Susceptibility is small and negative? Yes. Option D is correct. Two wires A and B are made of same materials. Their diameters are in the ratio of 1:2. Okay. So diameter is given to you. That is dA is to dV is what? 1:2. From here I can find my area. That will be 1:4. Length is also given to you. 1:3. If they are stretched by the same force, then increase in the length ratio will be. They are asking you delta LA by delta LB. How will I do it? I know gamma equal to stress by strain. I know this. Stress is what? Force by area. Strain is what? Delta L by L. I take delta L this side. So it will be FL by E. Now we will just equate F and your gamma will remain constant as the same wire and same force. So LA by LB equal to AA by EB. LA is to LB is 1/3. This will be 4 by 3. So it is 4 is to 3. See, so simple. Option D is correct. So that's it with your all 60 questions. I hope it was really clear. If you had any doubt, ask in the comment section. And thank you so much. Have a nice day. See you in next video.